All right, guys, let's go ahead and continue with some more conversion problems. So sometimes we might have to do a couple different steps to be able to solve our problem. We are, I guess, making some costumes. It says each costume needs 46 centimeters of red ribbon and 3 times as much yellow ribbon. What is the total number of ribbon needed for 64 costumes? But they want me to express it in meters. So let's kind of think about one costume. So one costume needs red ribbon, and here's the red ribbon. They need 46 centimeters. But my yellow one needs 3 times as much. So if I were to do this and I would show me 3 times as much, or 3 times as much yellow ribbon as the red, it would basically be 46, 46, 46. Okay, so if I were to think about this, it's going to be 4 times 46. So the total amount of ribbon with red and yellow is going to be, let's do our math, 184 centimeters of ribbon. Here's the thing, we can do 2 different things. First, we could figure out how much 64 costumes would need in the centimeters and then convert it to meters, or I can convert this to meters and then multiply it by 64. I think what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to multiply this 184 times 64, because then I don't have to worry. I think there's going to be a decimal involved with the meters. So I'm just going to kind of skip that, and let's just go ahead and first figure out how much ribbon is needed for 64 costumes in centimeters, and then we can convert centimeters into meters. So I'm going to take the 184 and I'm going to multiply it by 64. Okay, hopefully you guys got all the partial products that I did. I'm going to go ahead and add it up. And so far, and I'm checking to make sure, yes, I did do my math correctly, is that I should have 11,776 centimeters of ribbon, but I need to turn it into meters. So I'm going to take this 11,776, and instead of writing centimeters right here, I'm already going to go ahead and remove the label from the number. So then I'm going to rewrite this, and I'm going to multiply it. Well, how many meters is going to be in that 1 centimeter? And I should know that it is going to be a 100th. Okay, so I'm going to multiply it by 100th of a meter. So then if I go back to what I remember from Module 1, I actually need 1,176 and, oh, sorry. I did that a little too quick because I'm moving it over 2 decimal places. I need 117 and 76 meters of ribbon. Alrighty. So number 4 has A and B. So we're probably going to take some of our information we get in A and use it down in letter B. When making a batch of orange juice for her basketball team, Jackie used 5 times as much water as concentrate. There were 32 more cups of water than concentrate. So what I'm going to do is, here is my concentrate. Okay, but remember, it's 5 times much as water. So I'm going to show this as a bigger bar, and it's going to be 5 times as much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know it doesn't like make it look pretty or perfect or anything, but I made this a little bit big, but it is okay. So this is showing me it's 5 times as much. So that means that I have 6 here. And so what I'm going to do is, this right here is 32 cups. All right, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 4 units of 32, and I know that this is going to be 8 cups here. So if I take this 32, here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, if I take 32 and I divide it by that 4, it's going to be 8. So I know that this is going to be 8 and this is going to be 8. So what I'm going to do is, each unit's going to equal 8. I'm going to take this 8 and I'm going to multiply it by 6. So 8 times 6, she made 48 cups of juice. Okay, the reason is because remember, here's my concentrate. She used 5 times as much water, and I knew that there were 32 more cups. So I knew that this was 32 more cups. I had to figure out how much each of the parts was going to be, and we figured out 8. So I've got 48 cups of juice. It says that she poured the juice into quart containers. So how many containers did she fill? So I'm going to take this 48 cups and I want to convert it into quarts. So I'm going to take 48 cups and I'm going to separate out my measurement. So now I'm going to take 48 and I'm going to multiply it, well, by how many quarts? Okay, so 1 cup is actually equal to 1/4 of a quart, or you can think 4 quarts are in 1 cup, so I'd have to do it 1/4. If I, remember, invisible 1, if I were to multiply this out, 48 times 1 is 48, and then 1 times 4 is 4. It's going to be 48/4 of a quart, but I can continue to simplify that down, and it's going to equal 12 quart containers.